You believe your life began the moment you drew breath, a blank slate dropped into a random world. But what if that's a lie? What if your entire existence, every choice, every heartbreak, every fleeting moment of joy, was meticulously etched into a cosmic blueprint long before you ever saw the light of day? Ancient texts, forbidden lore, and the hushed whispers of forgotten traditions paint a terrifyingly consistent picture. Before birth, your soul existed in a realm beyond time, a place where destinies were woven, not by chance, but by profound, often brutal intention. You chose your parents, your challenges, even the obstacles that would forge your spirit. This isn't some comforting spiritual metaphor. It's a chillingly precise truth that has been deliberately hidden, labeled as heresy, or dismissed as myth by those who fear what you'd do if you truly understood your power. Because if you knew the truth of your origins, you'd realize the profound autonomy you hold over your own life, and that's a realization they cannot afford. The Forgotten Realm. Imagine a place beyond the veil of our understanding, a dimension of pure consciousness where the rigid grip of time simply doesn't exist. Ancient teachings across the globe describe this as the pre-birth realm, the sacred crucible where the soul resides before it plunges into the dense tapestry of earthly existence. In the esoteric depths of Tibetan Buddhism, this liminal state is known as the Siddhao, one of the crucial intermediate states of being. Here the soul hovers, untethered by the confines of a physical body, yet intimately connected to the spiritual laws that dictate its very destiny. This isn't a chaotic void, it's a space of immense, often predetermined purpose. The Siddhao is said to be the very nexus where the inexorable force of karma orchestrates the soul's next incarnation. Desires left unresolved, karmic debts unpaid, and spiritual intentions unfulfilled act like invisible magnets, pulling the soul relentlessly toward its future life. But this isn't solely a Tibetan secret. Hermetic texts, those cryptic tomes of ancient wisdom, speak of a plane of causation, a higher dimension where the soul meticulously aligns itself with the precise vibrational frequencies of its chosen path. The timeless axiom of the Emerald Tablets, as above so below, perfectly encapsulates this truth. The decisions and energetic alignments made in these higher realms cascade down, shaping the intricate contours of our material reality. In this ethereal dimension, your essence isn't bound by flesh and bone. It exists as a luminous, pure energy, profoundly aware of its infinite yet often constrained potential. Why does this forgotten realm matter so much? Because it is here, in this sacred and terrifying space, that the very blueprint of your life is meticulously crafted. Every challenge you face, every moment of exquisite joy, every searing heartbreak, none of it is random. You chose them all. Your choices, however, were not made in a vacuum. They were profoundly influenced by the energetic imprints of past lives and the soul's insatiable, often desperate, hunger for growth. Think of it as a cosmic drafting table where you as a soul collaborate, or perhaps are compelled to collaborate, with universal laws to sketch the broad outline of your human journey. Guided by the relentless hand of karma, you are drawn, inexorably, to the family, the environment, and the precise circumstances that will teach your spirit the lessons it so desperately craves. This profound idea of pre-birth planning violently shatters the comforting illusion that life is merely a series of random coincidences. Instead, it paints a picture of staggering intentionality, where even the most agonizing moments are, in fact, meticulously designed opportunities for deeper evolution. It's a truth that sears, especially when we confront unimaginable suffering or profound loss. Yet ancient wisdom, often brutal in its honesty, assures us that these experiences are not senseless. They are integral components of a far grander design. If you've ever felt an unshakable sense that your life carries a deeper purpose, that certain events or relationships seem almost preordained, then you have, perhaps, momentarily glimpsed this hidden, terrifying truth. But there is more to this realm than just meticulous planning. Some traditions describe it as a place of profound beauty and an unsettling peace, where souls briefly reconnect with a higher sense of unity before their next, often brutal, incarnation. In the cryptic Gnostic teachings, this is referred to as the pleroma, a state of divine fullness and harmony, a stark, almost cruel contrast to the earthly plane where duality, suffering, and separation relentlessly dominate our experience. But this brief respite is never permanent. The soul knows, with an undeniable certainty, that it must return, descending from this higher, almost idyllic state into the dense, often suffocating, physical reality of human life. The decisions forged in this realm are never arbitrary. They are inextricably tied to karmic imprints, which act as the relentless driving force behind the soul's choices. Karma, you must understand, is not some divine punishment. It is merely balance, a natural, unyielding law, ensuring that every action, every intention, creates an energetic ripple that must inevitably return to its source. The soul's past actions, its deepest intentions, and its unresolved lessons coalesce, shaping its pull toward specific experiences in the next life. This, then, explains why some are born into immense privilege, seemingly without effort, while others face a relentless barrage of struggles from the moment they draw breath. From a spiritual perspective, each circumstance, no matter how brutal, offers precisely what the soul needs to progress, to evolve, to suffer. Some might dismiss these teachings as mere allegories, comforting myths spun by ancient minds. But consider this: modern research into past life regression and near-death experiences often aligns with these ancient, terrifying ideas. Subjects under deep hypnosis frequently describe vivid, almost visceral, recollections of a pre-birth realm. They speak of choosing their parents, their challenges, and even the precise timing of their entry into the world. These accounts, eerily consistent across diverse cultures and contexts, suggest that this hidden dimension isn't just the stuff of legend. It may, in fact, hold a profound, unsettling truth. If you're already feeling the weight of these revelations, then you're ready to peel back even more layers of this forbidden knowledge. There's a deeper current running through these ancient truths, a thread that connects you directly to the grand tapestry of existence. To truly understand the journey your soul has undertaken and the path it still walks, you need to explore the larger narrative. For those who crave to pierce the veil even further, to understand the intricate dance of souls across lifetimes, subscribe now. This is a journey that demands courage, and you're not meant to walk it alone. Soul contracts and the cosmic script. What if you knew that before you were born, you sat down with a council of souls, some you've known for lifetimes, and meticulously planned your journey together? You chose your challenges, your most significant relationships, and even your greatest hardships, all with the singular, often brutal intention of growth. This isn't some fanciful delusion. It's a profound, ancient teaching echoed across esoteric traditions, from the profound depths of Tibetan Buddhism to the cryptic wisdom of Hermeticism, and even reverberating through modern metaphysical research. The concept of soul contracts posits that every major event in your life was not an accident, but an agreement forged before your arrival on Earth. These agreements, however, were not imposed upon you. They were created with a disquieting blend of love and a deep, often painful understanding of your soul's urgent need to evolve. Imagine drafting a cosmic script where every character, your parents, your closest friends, your lovers, even your most bitter adversaries, plays a predetermined, crucial role in your spiritual development. These soul groups, as they are often called, collaborate with chilling precision to ensure that the lessons your spirit desperately needs to learn are presented inexorably in your life. It is a cooperative effort, yes, but often a solitary, agonizing journey through the crucible of human experience. Take relationships, for instance. Have you ever met someone and felt an instant, almost magnetic connection, as if you've known them across countless lifetimes? Or perhaps the unsettling opposite, a person who seems destined to challenge you at every turn, pushing your patience to its absolute breaking point. These are not coincidences. According to soul contract theory, these individuals are fulfilling roles you both agreed upon before birth. The loving parent who nurtured you, the loyal friend who supported you, the passionate partner who tested your every limit, and even the relentless rival who pushed you to grow. They are all integral threads in the grand design, each playing a part in the story you yourself helped write. Why would a soul choose pain or hardship? This is perhaps one of the most difficult, most agonizing questions to grapple with, yet it lies at the very heart of the idea of life planning. Growth, true transformation, rarely if ever blossoms in the soft embrace of comfort. The soul knows, with an undeniable certainty, that challenges forge resilience, cultivate compassion, and deepen wisdom. A life devoid of struggle might feel pleasant, even idyllic, but it offers little, if any, opportunity for genuine transformation. For this reason, souls often choose trials that will stretch their limits, forcing them to confront their deepest fears, their most ingrained shadows. It is not about punishment. It is always, relentlessly, about evolution. The idea of soul contracts also helps to illuminate patterns in life that seem too specific, too persistent, to be random. For instance, individuals who repeatedly find themselves ensnared in toxic relationships may be working through ancient karmic ties left unresolved in previous lives. The lesson perhaps is self-love, or boundaries, or radical forgiveness. Until that lesson is truly absorbed, the pattern, like a relentless echo, persists. It's as if the soul has signed a spiritual agreement, a cosmic pact, to face these challenges again and again until the growth is complete. This profound teaching resonates through countless ancient traditions. In the Bhagavad Gita, for example, Krishna speaks of the eternal soul's journey, reincarnating time and again to fulfill its dharma. Hermeticism frames life as an intricate, often brutal, interplay of universal laws, where every action casts a shadow of consequence, and every consequence delivers a piercing lesson. These teachings remind us that life is not some random chaos. It is a perfectly orchestrated, often painful, dance of free will and cosmic law. Modern metaphysical researchers, like Michael Newton in his groundbreaking Journey of Souls, have meticulously documented thousands of cases where individuals, under deep hypnosis, vividly recall the pre-birth planning process. Subjects describe gathering in a higher realm with their soul groups, reviewing past lives with unsettling clarity, and collectively determining the precise shape of their next incarnation. They speak of guides or higher beings who assist in this process, ensuring that each soul's choices align with their ultimate, often challenging growth. The veil of forgetting. However, there's a crucial, often overlooked element to soul contracts: free will. While the blueprint of your life is indeed pre-designed, how you navigate it, the choices you make within its confines, are entirely yours. Think of it like a map. The destinations are marked, yes, but the route you take, the pace at which you travel, and the detours you choose to explore are all within your power. This delicate, often brutal balance between destiny and free will is what makes life so profoundly complex and yet so exquisitely beautiful. Understanding soul contracts can radically shift the way you perceive your challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as random misfortunes, you begin to recognize them as meticulously placed opportunities. That difficult boss, that searing heartbreak, that debilitating illness, they are all chapters in the epic story you yourself helped write. This perspective doesn't magically erase the pain, no, but it can infuse the struggle with profound meaning, a sense that you are working towards something far greater than yourself. But there's a catch, a cruel twist in the cosmic tale. Once you're born, you forget all of it. The veil of forgetting ensures that life feels authentic, that your choices are made freely, without the crippling burden of pre-knowledge. Without this veil, the lessons would lose their weight, their transformative power. Imagine knowing the ending of a movie before it even began. The experience would be hollow, devoid of true impact. The same holds true for life. The veil allows us to fully immerse ourselves in the journey, to laugh, to cry, to grow, as if every moment were unfolding for the very first time. This brings us to a critical, haunting question. If we forget, how do we ever find our way back to this knowledge? How do we align with the sacred contracts we made? The answer lies in understanding the veil itself and the profound, often painful purpose it serves. This layer of the soul's journey is perhaps the most misunderstood, yet the most crucial part of our existence. Let's uncover its unsettling secrets. Imagine stepping into a life where you knew every twist and turn ahead of time, every triumph, every heartbreak, every lesson meticulously mapped out. Would you still experience it with the same raw emotion, the same genuine surprise? Would it even feel real? The ancient wisdom of countless traditions teaches us, unequivocally, that the answer is no. To live fully, authentically, and freely, we must forget. This act of forgetting, often referred to as the veil, is both a profound challenge and a sacred, almost cruel gift. It's the reason we don't remember our pre-birth planning, or the spiritual truths we once knew. It's what makes life on earth a truly immersive, often bewildering experience. The veil ensures that each moment feels genuine, unscripted. Without it, you'd live as though you were merely reading from a script, detached from the raw emotions and the weighty choices that define human existence. This forgetting is not some cosmic mistake or a divine punishment. It's a vital, integral part of the design. By stepping into life with no conscious recollection of the soul contracts you made, you gain the profound, often agonizing opportunity to rediscover these truths through hard-won experience. It's like solving a puzzle you didn't even know you were holding the pieces to. Every decision you make, every connection you forge, and every challenge you face brings you inexorably closer to the greater understanding of who you truly are and why you're here. Plato, in his haunting allegory of the cave, captured this idea, describing souls descending into the material world, losing sight of the divine light they once knew. In Gnostic teachings, this veil is depicted as the very separation between the earthly and the divine realms, a formidable barrier that obscures our inherent knowledge of the universe. The veil isn't a barrier erected to punish or confuse us. It's the ultimate tool for growth. Without it, life would lack the richness of free will. Choices would feel predetermined, and the profound emotions tied to love, fear, loss, and triumph would be hollow, artificial. The veil also plays a critical, often unsettling role in how we experience relationships and connections. Imagine knowing the exact role every person in your life was destined to play. How could you authentically forgive someone who hurt you if you knew they were simply following a pre-birth agreement? The pain, the struggle, the eventual reconciliation, all of it would feel artificial, pre-scripted. By forgetting, you engage with others in a way that is raw, real, and profoundly impactful, making the lessons of love, compassion, and forgiveness all the more powerful, all the more earned. Yet the veil does not mean that your pre-birth intentions are utterly lost. While you may forget the specifics of your soul contracts, the blueprint of your life still guides you, subtly, almost imperceptibly. This is often felt as intuition, a deep, inexplicable sense of knowing without knowing. Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull toward a person, a place, or a sudden decision? That, my friend, is your soul whispering through the veil, nudging you toward the path you meticulously planned. These intuitive moments are like breadcrumbs, left by your higher self, leading you back to the lessons and experiences you chose before you were even born. Interestingly, modern metaphysical research supports this unsettling idea. Subjects undergoing past life regression or deep hypnosis often describe encountering the veil. They speak of entering a dense fog or crossing an invisible boundary as they transition from the spiritual realm to the physical. The act of crossing this threshold is accompanied by a profound sense of forgetting. Yet even in that forgetting, they describe a faint awareness, like a melody heard in the distance, reminding them that their journey, however obscured, has a profound purpose. The veil is also inextricably tied to the concept of free will. Without it, life would feel more like a simulation than a genuine journey. You wouldn't wrestle with difficult choices or truly grow through mistakes because the answers would already be chillingly clear. The veil ensures that every decision you make is fully yours, allowing you to shape your life in real time with all the accompanying triumphs and agonizing missteps. This is why ancient traditions emphasize the critical importance of self-awareness and mindfulness. They teach that while you may not remember your spiritual origins, you can still tune in to the higher guidance that flows, always, through you. But the veil doesn't just obscure, it also paradoxically protects. In the pre-birth realm, souls often review their past lives in vivid, often agonizing detail, including the pain and trauma they experienced. Imagine carrying all of that knowledge into a single lifetime. The sheer weight of it would be unbearable. The veil acts as a shield, allowing you to start fresh, unburdened by the full scope of your soul's history. It gives you the freedom to approach each challenge with a sense of novelty and possibility, rather than being haunted by what came before. This doesn't mean the veil is without its difficulties. It can feel profoundly isolating, like you're wandering through life without a map, without a compass. Many people describe a persistent sense of longing, a feeling that something is missing, something they can't quite name. This is sometimes called divine homesickness, the soul's yearning to reconnect with its spiritual essence, its true home. While the veil makes this connection harder to access, it doesn't make it impossible. Practices like meditation, deep reflection, and exploring esoteric teachings can help you glimpse beyond the veil, offering piercing insights into your true nature and purpose. And that, my friend, is the profound paradox of the veil. It both separates and unites. It creates the illusion of division, but in doing so, it challenges you to relentlessly seek the truth. The journey to remember who you are, why you're here, and what your life is meant to teach you is the ultimate adventure. The veil gives life its stakes, its urgency, and its raw, brutal beauty. It ensures that every choice, every moment, and every connection carries immense weight, the unseen mechanics. But if the veil ensures we forget, how do universal laws like karma and vibration still shape our lives with such precision? What forces truly guide the soul's journey once it has plunged into the physical world? These ancient laws operate invisibly, yet they hold the very blueprint for our existence. To truly understand how, we must delve into the universal principles that govern the cosmos and the inescapable role they play in shaping our lives. Let's uncover the hidden, often terrifying, mechanics of the soul's journey. Before you took your very first breath, before you even entered your physical form, a complex, intricate web of universal laws was already at work, meticulously shaping the blueprint of your life. These laws, karma, vibration, and attraction, operate like the unseen threads of a vast cosmic tapestry, weaving together the circumstances, relationships, and challenges that will define your journey. They are neither arbitrary nor punitive. They are instead unyielding guiding principles that ensure balance, growth, and the relentless march of evolution. To understand your life fully, you must first understand how these laws function, particularly in that mysterious pre-birth realm. Karma is perhaps the most well-known of these universal laws, yet it's also one of the most profoundly misunderstood. Many view karma as a form of cosmic punishment, a simple tit-for-tat system that rewards good deeds and punishes bad ones. But in its truest, most brutal sense, karma is not about retribution. It is always relentlessly about balance. It is the unyielding law of cause and effect, ensuring that every action, every intention, every decision creates an energetic ripple that must eventually return to its source. Before birth, your soul reviews these ripples, the unresolved debts, the unlearned lessons, and the unfulfilled intentions from countless past lives. These karmic imprints then guide the choices you make in the pre-birth realm, influencing the life path you meticulously, often painfully, design. Imagine, for instance, a soul who struggled with unchecked greed or selfishness in a past life. In the pre-birth realm, this soul might deliberately choose a life of profound financial hardship, not as punishment, but to cultivate humility, generosity, and a deep, hard-won gratitude. Another soul, who perhaps inflicted immense pain on others, might plan a life filled with opportunities to learn compassion and radical forgiveness. These choices are never forced upon the soul. They are made willingly, with the chilling understanding that true growth often comes through the crucible of challenge. Karma, then, is not a punishment. It's a relentless teacher, offering the soul precisely what it needs to evolve, however agonizing that lesson may be. But karma is only one piece of this intricate puzzle. The law of vibration is equally profoundly important in the pre-birth planning process. This law states, unequivocally, that everything in the universe, from the smallest subatomic particle to the most complex sentient being, vibrates at a specific, unique frequency. Your soul's vibration, meticulously shaped by your intentions, your emotions, and your karmic imprints, ultimately determines the precise circumstances of your next incarnation. In the pre-birth realm, you align yourself with the vibrational patterns that will best facilitate your growth, however painful that alignment may prove to be. This is why some souls are drawn inexorably to environments of peace and stability, while others gravitate toward chaos and upheaval. Each vibration holds the potential for unique lessons. The Emerald Tablet, that cornerstone of Hermetic philosophy, captures this idea perfectly with its famous axiom, as above, so below. The vibrations of your soul in the spiritual realm are mirrored, with chilling precision, in the physical world. If your soul carries the vibration of unconditional love and selfless service, you are likely to attract a life filled with relationships and circumstances that reflect those qualities. Conversely, if your vibration is clouded by deep-seated fear or lingering resentment, your life may present challenges that force you to confront and transcend those energies. The law of vibration ensures that your external reality is always a direct, often brutal, reflection of your internal state. The law of attraction builds on this principle, acting as a powerful magnet that draws experiences, people, and opportunities into your life based on your vibrational frequency. In the pre-birth realm, your soul uses this law to align with the specific conditions it needs to fulfill its purpose. If your goal is to learn profound resilience, for example, you might attract a life filled with relentless obstacles that push you to develop immense inner strength. If your purpose is to heal, you may be drawn to a family or community where your unique, often painful gifts can finally flourish. The law of attraction ensures that nothing in your life is random. Everything is connected to the precise intentions you set before you were even born. These laws are not just theoretical concepts. They are reflected in ancient texts and teachings across countless cultures. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of the soul's eternal journey, guided by dharma and karma. The Hermetic writings emphasize the intricate interplay of cause, effect, and vibration in shaping reality. Even Gnostic teachings describe a divine, often unsettling, order that governs the soul's descent into the material world. These teachings, though thousands of years old, align remarkably well with modern metaphysical insights and even emerging scientific theories about consciousness and energy. But how do these laws truly play out once the soul enters the physical realm? Here's where the raw beauty and often the terrifying burden of free will comes into sharp focus. While your pre-birth blueprint is indeed guided by these universal principles, it is not a rigid, unchangeable script. You are not a puppet on cosmic strings. Instead, you are an active, conscious participant in your journey, using your choices to navigate the often treacherous terrain laid out before you. Think of it as a game with multiple paths to the same destination. The laws set the parameters, yes, but how you play within those parameters is entirely up to you. Interestingly, modern research into past life regression and near-death experiences often corroborates these ancient teachings. Many individuals who have undergone deep hypnosis describe witnessing the intricate interplay of these laws in the pre-birth realm. They speak of reviewing their karmic patterns, feeling the precise vibrations of their soul, and aligning with the conditions that would best serve their growth. Some even recall being shown multiple potential lives, each with its own set of challenges and rewards, and choosing the one that resonated most deeply with their purpose. This intricate interplay of karma, vibration, and attraction not only shapes your pre-birth planning, but continues to influence your life long after you're born. It's why certain patterns seem to repeat with unsettling regularity, why some relationships feel destined, and why certain experiences evoke a powerful sense of déjà vu. These laws are the invisible, often brutal, architects of your existence, ensuring that every moment, no matter how mundane or monumental, serves a higher, often painful purpose. If this exploration of invisible forces and hidden truths resonates with the deepest parts of your being, if you feel a hunger for more, a pull toward the suppressed knowledge that can truly transform your understanding of reality, then you need to explore our Esoteric Knowledge playlist. These videos delve into the very fabric of existence, revealing secrets that have been hidden for millennia. The link is in the pinned comment below. Don't let the mainstream narrative blind you. There's a universe of truth waiting to be uncovered. The Suppression of Truth. But if these laws are so precise, so undeniably powerful, why isn't this knowledge more widely understood? Why has it been relegated to the realm of mysticism and esotericism, deliberately hidden from mainstream awareness? To answer that, we must examine the forces that have relentlessly worked to suppress this wisdom. The truth is, the understanding of these universal laws and the profound empowerment they bring has been intentionally obscured. This deliberate obscuring is one of the greatest acts of manipulation humanity has ever endured. Let's begin with history. Ancient texts that speak openly about pre-birth existence and the intricate nature of the soul have often been guarded, restricted, or in many cases, outright destroyed. Take the Hermetic writings, for example. These profound teachings on the nature of the universe, karma, and the soul's journey were accessible only to a select, initiated few for centuries. The Gnostic texts, which boldly emphasized spiritual awakening and the soul's pre-birth knowledge, were brutally suppressed by organized religions, particularly during the early Christian era. Many Gnostic writings were declared heretical and systematically eradicated. Why? Because these teachings offered an alternative, empowering view of life, one that didn't depend on fear or blind obedience to an external authority. They taught that the divine resides within you, that you possess the inherent power to shape your destiny, and that life's challenges are not punishments for sin, but profound opportunities for growth. These ideas fundamentally undermined the control systems that relied on people seeing themselves as powerless and perpetually dependent. It is always easier to govern a population that believes they are at the mercy of forces beyond their control than one that knows its own divine, untamed potential. Even today, remnants of this suppression are glaringly evident. Esoteric teachings are often dismissed as pseudoscience or New Age nonsense, relegated to the fringes of academia and public discourse. Meanwhile, mainstream systems, from education to organized religion, relentlessly focus on narratives that keep people confined to narrow, predictable perspectives. The concept of pre-birth planning, for instance, is rarely discussed openly. Despite its profound alignment with countless ancient traditions and compelling modern metaphysical findings, this is not an accident. It is the result of a concerted, deliberate effort to keep people from realizing how much power they truly possess. But who benefits from this pervasive suppression? The answer lies in the very structures of power and control. Governments, corporations, and dogmatic institutions thrive on predictability and compliance. An awakened population, one that truly understands the laws of karma, vibration, and attraction, would demand accountability, question authority, and prioritize spiritual growth over superficial material gain. Imagine what would happen if people realized they didn't need to conform to societal pressures or blindly buy into fear-driven narratives to find genuine fulfillment. Entire industries, from consumerism to pharmaceuticals, are built on the chilling premise that people are inherently incomplete and must seek external solutions to fill an inner void. Organized religion has also played a significant, often insidious role in this suppression. Many religious institutions have historically relied on fear and guilt to maintain their influence. The idea that your soul is inherently divine and that you can shape your destiny through universal laws doesn't fit neatly into a framework that emphasizes sin, eternal punishment, and the desperate need for external salvation. By erasing teachings about pre-birth planning and the soul's autonomy, these institutions ensured that people remained dependent on their rigid guidance. But suppression isn't just a historical phenomenon. It continues relentlessly today. Modern media and entertainment often ridicule or distort esoteric concepts, framing them as fantastical or utterly irrelevant. At the same time, we're inundated with messages that reinforce the insidious idea that life is random, chaotic, and utterly beyond our control. This narrative serves to keep people in a constant state of anxiety and consumption, relentlessly searching for meaning in external sources rather than within the profound depths of themselves. Yet the suppression of this knowledge does not mean it is gone. Throughout history, there have always been individuals and groups who have courageously preserved and shared these teachings, often at great personal risk. The Hermetic texts, the Emerald Tablet, the Gnostic scriptures, and countless other works have survived, passed down through secret societies, mystics, and dedicated scholars. Today, this knowledge is more accessible than ever, thanks to books, online resources, and even platforms like this one. The irony is that this knowledge has never truly been forbidden. It has merely been hidden in plain sight. The laws of karma, vibration, and attraction operate whether you're consciously aware of them or not. Pre-birth planning shapes your life whether you acknowledge it or not. The crucial difference is that by understanding these profound truths, you can begin to work with them consciously. You can step out of the suffocating cycle of fear and control and into a life of profound purpose and genuine empowerment. But why is now the time to finally embrace this knowledge? Because the world is waking up. More people than ever are questioning the systems that have governed their lives and are relentlessly seeking deeper truths. This is the era of spiritual awakening, where suppressed teachings are emerging inexorably into the light. By exploring these ideas, you're joining a growing movement of individuals who refuse to be confined by outdated manipulative narratives. This isn't just about learning ancient wisdom. It's about reclaiming your inherent power. It's about understanding that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a conscious creator of your reality. When you grasp the truth of your pre-birth planning and the universal laws that shape your life, you begin to see challenges as profound opportunities, setbacks as piercing lessons, and relationships as deeply purposeful. But what does this mean for your life right now? How can this knowledge transform the way you approach your daily existence? The answers lie in how you apply this wisdom. In the next section, we'll explore the practical, actionable lessons you can draw from these teachings, helping you align with your soul's purpose and live with greater clarity and unwavering intention. This is where theory transforms into action and where awakening leads to profound, undeniable transformation. Let's dive into how this knowledge can elevate your life today. If everything about your existence was carefully planned before birth, then your life isn't a series of random events. It's a masterpiece in progress. Every relationship, every challenge, every success was chosen with deliberate intention. This perspective has the power to radically transform how you view not only your past, but also your present and the unfolding tapestry of your future. The question isn't just why am I here? It's also how can I align with my true purpose right now, in this very moment? The ancient teachings about pre-birth existence are far more than fascinating theories. They are a direct roadmap for living a life of profound meaning, relentless growth, and deep fulfillment. One of the most profound lessons from this knowledge is how it completely reframes life's difficulties. Challenges are no longer arbitrary or cruel. They are, in fact, meticulously placed opportunities. The painful breakup, the devastating job loss, the agonizing family conflict, all of these are part of the curriculum your soul chose to help you grow. This doesn't mean you should welcome suffering. No, but understanding its underlying purpose can make it far more bearable. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? This radical shift in perspective changes everything. Suddenly, obstacles become stepping stones, and setbacks become invaluable lessons. Take a moment right now to reflect on your life. Think about the hardest experiences you've endured. What did they truly teach you? Did they make you more resilient, more compassionate, more profoundly self-aware? These qualities are not random byproducts of hardship. They are the very reason you chose those experiences in the first place. When you start to see life this way, even the most challenging moments gain a profound sense of meaning and direction. You stop feeling like a helpless victim of circumstance and begin to realize that you are an active, powerful participant in your soul's relentless evolution. Another key lesson is the undeniable importance of relationships. If soul contracts are real, then every significant connection in your life serves a specific, often challenging purpose. Your closest relationships, whether harmonious or difficult, are profound opportunities for growth. The friend who always lifts you up, the partner who relentlessly challenges you, the co-worker who tests your patience to its limits, all of them are playing crucial roles in your spiritual journey. This understanding invites you to approach relationships with greater empathy and unwavering intention. Instead of instantly labeling someone as difficult or toxic, consider what their very presence might be teaching you. Perhaps it's patience or boundaries or radical forgiveness. But this perspective isn't just about personal growth, it's also about profound gratitude. When you realize that every relationship is part of a greater, intricate plan, you begin to appreciate the people in your life on a far deeper level. The loved ones who support you aren't just kind souls, they are part of your soul group, fulfilling the contracts you made together before birth. Recognizing this can deepen your connections, fostering an undeniable sense of unity and purpose in your interactions. Ancient teachings remind us, unequivocally, that the soul doesn't incarnate aimlessly. It has a mission. Your talents, your passions, and even your struggles are all profound clues to what that mission might be. Are you drawn to creative expression, to teaching, to healing, or to leadership? These are not random interests. They are whispers from your soul, guiding you relentlessly toward your true purpose. When you align your actions with these inner callings, life flows more smoothly, more purposefully. Challenges still arise, yes, but they feel meaningful, purposeful, rather than futile. Mindfulness is another powerful practice that can help you stay aligned with your soul's purpose. By grounding yourself firmly in the present moment, you can access the intuitive wisdom that often gets drowned out by the relentless noise of daily distractions. Practices like meditation, journaling, or simply spending quiet time in nature can help you tune out the external chatter and listen, truly listen, to your soul's voice. In these moments of stillness, you may find profound clarity about the decisions you need to make or the lessons you're meant to learn. Gratitude is equally transformative. It's easy to focus on what's lacking in life, what you don't have, what didn't go as planned. Start small. Write down 3 things you're genuinely grateful for each day, even if they're as simple as a warm cup of tea or a kind word from a stranger. This practice rewires your brain, making it easier to notice the positive, often overlooked aspects of your life. Over time, gratitude becomes a powerful lens through which you see the world, amplifying joy and profoundly minimizing stress. Another powerful lesson from pre-birth teachings is the critical importance of living with intention. Many people drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than consciously creating them. But when you understand that you chose this life for a profound reason, you start to take profound ownership of your actions. What kind of person do you truly want to be? What impact do you want to have on the world? These aren't just philosophical questions. They are practical guides for how to live each day. Intention transforms ordinary moments into meaningful ones, helping you align with the life you were meant to live. Perhaps the most liberating lesson is this: you are not alone. Your soul group, your higher self, and the universal laws are all working tirelessly in your favor. Even when life feels utterly overwhelming, challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to shape you. And the more you embrace this profound perspective, the more empowered you become. Instead of fearing the unknown, you begin to trust the journey, knowing with an undeniable certainty that every step is part of a larger divine plan. But here's the crucial thing: this knowledge isn't just for you. It has the power to ripple outward, transforming not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. When you align with your purpose and live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. Your growth creates a domino effect, encouraging the people in your life to question their own paths and awaken to their own profound truths. This is how true change begins, not through force or persuasion, but through the undeniable power of example. The practical application of this knowledge is profound, but it's only the beginning. Imagine what could happen if entire communities embraced these teachings, shifting from fear and separation to purpose and profound connection. This is the vision of a collective awakening, a world where individuals and communities thrive in harmony. Did this video stir something within you? Did it challenge what you thought you knew about your existence? Let us know. Comment "I understood it" below and share your thoughts. Your voice is a vital part of this awakening, and your journey, my friend, is just beginning.